What's up, this is Mandelo, and in this video I'm going to look at Coinglass, show some of the resources they offer, and some of the tools that I like to use in my everyday trading. Please remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. Do your own research. So at coinglass.com, the home page, you're going to have a lot of benefits if you make your own account. It is free, which is really nice because this website offers lots of information, some of which you can get other places, some of it is unique. But the great thing about it is it offers a lot of different things all in one place, so you don't have to search around 50 different bookmarks every day that you're looking to improve your knowledge or analysis. So from the main page, you can see some of the things that are available as far as the information. They have some CME info, even though it's a little bit delayed on some of the statistics that they offer. It still has CME info, which some other websites don't have. You can scroll down, see pretty much every coin that you will want to look at. You have 17 different pages or however much. You can organize this by all of the different options. So it's nice if you're a funding person or volume. You look at OI, it's pretty nice. But that's all there for you. You can look at exchanges, open interest. It's kind of general open interest information, but you see for one, and mostly we're going to be looking at Bitcoin in this video, but CME over the past couple months has pretty much been leading all of the exchanges in volume and in open interest. Options, so you can see some of the open interest. Mostly this is information for Deribit, but there's another way that you can look at this. By expiry and so on. And Deribit's the big one in options. If you're a funding rate person, especially if you're scalping, some people like to use funding rate, but the heat map is pretty nice. Long and short ratios, also a nice tool. The order book, you'd see a few exchanges, they've gathered information from their books. It's like Binance, BitMEX, OKX. And then you can have the depth chart. It's pretty useful for some people. You can look at it for futures or for spot. So some of these things you can get elsewhere, but again, this is all in one place, so it's pretty convenient. Okay, now let's move on to the data. So you can get plenty of other information here, but one of the tools that I like in data is the P&L calculator, so you don't have to try to enter orders into your exchange to calculate your TPs or anything like that. It actually is a pretty convenient tool to use. You have lots of technical indicators you can look at. I said that I'm going to show the things that I like to use, not really trying to show everything that you have available. The trading sessions heat map maybe is useful to some people. You might be able to get a feel for different times of day, different days of the week, when there's the most volume transacted. It might be a way to arrange your day around some of the activity in the market. Tend to get more volatility with more volume, at least in my experience. liquidations. That's kind of interesting, but we're going to move along to some of the main attractions for Coinglass, and that's the liquidation tools that they have. So in the liquidation screen, you can get some of their information. You can see different different coins. You can see it by exchanges. I'm only looking at Bitcoin right now. Something that, if you're starting out and maybe haven't made enough money to justify more expensive tools like Kingfisher or Highblock, but you still want this information, more often than you can maybe access when people share it in social media in different sites, then you have this for free right at your fingertips. You can look at different time frames, different exchanges to see all of this information, and then they have the aggregate down below. So that's the Liq map. Here's the liquidation heat map. And in comparison to Highblock, which seems like the most popular liquidation heat maps currently, it's not bad. Some of the things that are different between Highblock and this is you have different time frames. So there's a few more time frames to select from, and then there are a few different exchanges that are not available in Highblock. So one of the things that Highblock has, it seems to be more accurate, but they only have BitMEX, Bybit, and Binance. So here's the Coinglass 12-hour. You can see that resting liquidity. You can go up in time frame and everything. And then Highblock, if you zoom in, you see there's a little bit more detail here. But it's not really all that different. So again, if you're short on funds for now, trying to improve and like to use Liq Maps, then you can absolutely use Coinglass until you may want to make an investment in the future. I'm not trying to sell anything. This is just a comparison between the two. I have it in 12 hours. You have different time frames that are available in Highblock, but it's a little bit less options than Coinglass has. So what do they mean by liquidations? So a lot of people interpret this as that's how much is going to get liquidated at that price. It's probably not the case. It just means that there's maybe some stop losses based on leverage, and it may be a target for market makers to move the price towards. Doesn't mean that all of this is going to be liquidated at a certain price point. Okay, people don't just let themselves get liquidated all that often. So it'd be a lot less than this, but it gives you an idea about what may be resting out there as far as direction of the market. Okay, and the last thing that we're going to look at is the charts. So chart, you can get lots of information just Bitcoin specific. And again, you can scroll through many different indicators and options that you could look at. But the super charts are where you're going to get some nice value and some things that are different than some of the other resources that may be available. For example, resources such as Coinglass, it is a great tool. I use it every day. But the nice thing about this is it has some things that Coinglass does not, and that is it has BitGet, it has some other exchanges that you may not be able to get with Coinglass or some of the other tools. So you can get some more information here if you're into Orderflow or some of the other indicators that may not be available elsewhere. So they have BitGet, they have BingX, and then some of the smaller exchanges it provides information for. You may be able to obtain these statistics or this info from other resources, but I'm not trying to search around all that much. Another nice thing about the supercharts is you have VPVR, volume profile visible range, and that it's a trading view chart, but in trading view itself you have to have a paid account to have access to this. So it's nice that this is available to you for free. Okay, and then one of the main things that I like to use here is the volume. So you can see which exchanges are most active, and BitGet has been moving up the list. You see ETH is up there for Binance, and then some of the other exchanges that are putting in volume, but it's nice to organize it that way, so maybe you have an idea about which charts you want to look at. This may not be all of the things that I look at. It's actually a lot more than I generally do, but I wanted to show that you have some CME, you have aggregate open interest available, you got funding rates, open interest delta for just this pair, and some other things that are all in one place. And like I said before, there is a mobile app, and you can put all of these things into the favorites in your mobile app as well, and that's really nice if you're away from the keyboard and are getting alerts for price moving into a certain area. You may want to take a trade on the go and feel like you are taking a shot in the dark if you don't have some of this information. And some people are just level to level and pure price action traders. I like to use open interest for sure a lot, and it's a big part of my strategy is to evaluate open interest when price is moving in certain directions. So if I'm away from the computer, again, it's nice to be able to access this, and their mobile app is real nice. Again, it's free, and it even has things like notifications for a few different things that you might want to be notified about. So it's pretty good. I hope this video helps. Don't forget to like the video. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. And thanks for watching.